Good afternoon and welcome to a special edition of Fast Horses today for Friday, March 29th. We got a good Friday edition here. Let's go to Santa Anita. We've got a light card there at the Great Race Place, but I got a late pick five ticket, small ticket I'm going to play, and I got a win bet I'm going to make there as well. So let's get this started in the fourth race. We've got a race down the hill, which is wonderful. These down the hill races are so cool to watch and so cool to bet, and love that they still exist at Santa Anita. So we got the fourth race. I'm going to get this started with the one Princess Bettina, who last time this horse ran down the hill in her last race, Frankie Dettori was riding her, and he made a middle move on the hill, which you rarely see a race like that where a horse makes a middle move down the hill. She went and took the lead halfway through the race and ended up finishing second to Stay and Scam, and Stay and Scam, pretty nice horse. She won that day and then ended up coming back and winning a subsequent race. So Princess Bettina looks pretty good, maybe a speed in the race, but certainly should be tough in this race. And then I got the 3, the Wild Grazer, who I'm going to also make a win bet on the Wild Grazer. We haven't seen this horse since last July at Del Mar in the Grade 2 San Clemente. And she ran into that buzzsaw who was Anisette. Anisette proved to be the top young filly, turf filly in California. Just was outstanding and just really showed her talent quite a few times for us there. But the Wild Grazer ran fourth to her last time at the mile race at the San Clemente. And here was the special thing about that race. Wild Grazer came out of the 13 hole in that race. And, that's a tough ask for a horse, and I thought she ran just really well there that day. Something obviously happened. We haven't seen her since, but Jeff Mullins proclaimed himself as a turf trainer, and it seems like he puts an emphasis on turf races nowadays. It's been for a few years now, so let's see how Jeff Mullins can get a horse ready off a layoff down the hill. I think this horse can do it. She's run well at Santa Anita on the grass. She's run well on the hill course. She won last year. So I like Wild Grazer. I like the jockey on her today, Franco. I think Franco's going to make a really good account of himself today. He's got some live mounts. I think he's going to be closing this race, and I'm going to make a win bet on the Wild Grazer in addition to just having 1 and 3 to get this pick 5 started. So now let's move over to the fifth race. Fifth race is a 3-year-old claiming race at 6 furlong. Another small field. I've got 2 horses to get this hopefully moving along. We've got the 3 Pete's Old Fashioned and the 5 8 Clap. The 3 horse, this horse won his last race as a maiden. Maiden 62.5 is now dropping to 32. He had the benefit of Frankie Dettori on his back that day. And, that day, if you look at the form, you'll say, whoa, picking this horse ran 119 and 4 for 6.5 furlongs and just broke his maiden. I think that day was a bit of a heavier track. That might have been one of those days they had rain or experienced rain, that day. But yeah, Dettori really had to get on his horse and ride like hell. I'm sure he was, got a good workout there that day to get this horse up. Dettori is not on him today. Jeremy Laprida is on him, and Laprida is no Dettori, but Laprida's been around for a while, and this guy's doing something where he's riding early in the week at Parks in Philadelphia, and then comes to Santa Anita, rides on the weekend. So we'll see if Laprida earns his keep on this 3-horse Pete's Old Fashioned. I'm also going to put the 5 8 Clap in here. Now 8 Clap had been knocking around and maiden special weights on the turf at Del Mar and Santa Anita and couldn't get it done. And then Mullins put this horse on the dirt, and this horse really fired, breaking his maiden for maiden 40 with a high figure. So, put this he ran off the charts, won big. So, we'll see. They must not think too much of this horse because they're putting him in for a 32 claimer, but maybe just trying to find his friends and win a race here. So we've got the 3 and the 5 here to move along to pick 5. Let's move to the 6th race. 6th race is a maiden claimer at a mile on turf for 3-year-olds. This condition, you see horses in Santa Anita that just spend a long time in these maiden claiming conditions on the turf. They run them for 50, and some days, some horse is going to pop, and obviously somebody's going to win a race. So I'm going to try the 2 Citadino with Hector Barrios. Hector Barrios seems to have some live mounts today. I got the 6 Empires Classic with Kyle Frey. This horse is coming in from the fairgrounds from Mike Pipey. Thing to note, this horse ran last time. This horse ran with a horse named Count Dracula. Count Dracula went to Oaklawn yesterday and just missed in one of those big allowance races. So, maybe Empire's Classic ran with tougher here, running with a horse like Count Dracula, who ran a big race yesterday at Oaklawn. And then the 9 horse, Promisio. Promisio with Kazuki Kimura. This horse has been running special weights and drops into the maiden claimer and moves to the turf for the first time, so that might be something to wake this horse up. So we've got 2, 6, and 9 here. Let's go to the 7th race. 7th race is a mile on the dirt, California allowance race. And I'm going to single the 6 horse here, who is Abita. And, California does an interesting thing where with their allowance conditions, if a horse breaks its maiden on the dirt at a non-winner of 1, they can go to the turf and run in the same condition, and vice versa. If they run on the turf and win, they can go to the dirt. So this horse has run on the turf and won at this condition, and now they're trying him on the dirt, or her on the dirt. And, I don't know, I just think maybe she's better. It looks pretty sharp. The last 2 races, they were turf. So we're taking a shot that Abita will like the dirt. Should like the dirt. I mean, by Clubhouse Rides, we see Clubhouse Rides win sprinting. We see him running long. We see him running on the dirt and the turf. So the breeding says that this horse should be fine on the dirt. So let's see, if Abita could be a single and move this ticket along. Let's go to the 8th race, which caps off the day. This is probably the best betting race at Santa Anita. It's the 8th race, a mile and an eighth allowance race for 3-year-olds, a mile and an eighth on the grass. I'm just hoping I can get my ticket live here, and I'm going to go with 4 horses to try to pay off here. I've got the 5, Uncle Truly, for Jonathan Thomas, bringing this horse in from the East Coast. Had run at Santa Anita last time, ran just even race, so maybe needed to get acquainted with Southern California. Might improve off that race, Uncle Truly. That's the 5. Then I'm going to go with the 7, Rostaman Vibe. Rossman Vibe for Peter Urton. Peter Urton, certainly has had his horses ready to go over the past, couple months. So Hector Barrios again. Hector's got some live horses today. Then we're going to go with the 8, Moonlit Sonata. Moonlit Sonata, Yakteen Barn. This horse has run 3 times on the dirt. He broke his maiden first out at Del Mar, which, that's a tough ask, and ran a nice race. First time out. Was a big price. It was like 30 to 1, 35 to 1. Then he ended up taking on a graded stakes competition, was trying to get on that Derby trail, it looks like. Ran in the San Vicente, wasn't good enough. And then went to the Robert Lewis 2 turns and, just wasn't good enough there. So maybe they're just trying to find out where this horse is best, and they're going to try him on the turf. So, might do something here at 8 to 1. I think he's an interesting proposition, Moonlit Sonata. And then the 9 is Formidable Man for Michael McCarthy and Umberto Rispoli. Now, I think this horse is 3 to 1 in the program, but I think this horse has all the looks of a horse that's going to get over bet because of his last race. Ran a really nice race on the grass and has run well on the grass. Has won in the Del Mar grass, so certainly a grass winner. But this is a horse that's probably going to get over bet, I feel. And, we see it time and time again, horses that get over bet and somehow just don't find the winner's circle. So, and I can understand if you like this horse and going to make a win bet and single them, but I don't know. I want to see if I can get a live ticket and have a few horses at the end and maybe get lucky with a price. So I've got 5, 7, 8, 9 here. So let's recap Santa Anita for Good Friday, March 29th. Pick 5 tickets starting in the 4th race. We've got 1, 3 with, 3, 5 with, 2, 6, 9 with, 6 single, and then 5, 7, 8, 9 at the back. And that's a $24 ticket. And then I got a win bet on the 4th race, and that would be the 3 horse, who I do really like today down the hill. And that's the Wild Grazer with Giovanni Franco. So, as always, we got to hope for good luck. We got to hope for good racing, and we got to hope for, good trips. So, if you like this information, hit the subscribe button and for me, and please make comments. I'm going to promise that I'll respond to every comment, and tell me what you like or you don't like. And as always, you can add to these tickets, subtract from them, play pick threes within them. But just hope you can get some winners. So again, good luck. Let's get some good trips and good racing on this Good Friday. Let's make it a great Friday.